If you're using an AI text rewriter in 2026 and your writing is still getting flagged, it might not be why you think. And it's not bad luck either. Here's what's happening. Most AI rewriters are fixing the wrong thing. They're going to polish sentences and swap out words for their synonyms, when really these AI detectors are looking for consistent patterns that are always found in AI writing. To get past these AI detectors, rather than switching up synonyms, what you need to do is change up these patterns, and that's what we're going to take a look at today. Most AI text rewriters are doing the following. They're just going to swap out synonyms. They're going to tweak some of your phrases a little bit. They might change up the sentences a little bit, smoothen up your grammar, and paraphrase sentences one at a time, when really that is not at all what AI detectors are caring about. It's still going to leave the same underlying fingerprints using the same sentence patterns, the same grammar techniques, the same paragraph structures, the same predictable flow, and the same AI rhythm that is found in the writing. Changing up a couple words isn't going to fix any of this. Here's what needs to be done instead. When these AI detectors do this, professors and AI checkers are going to see the same thing. They're going to find the same templated AI patterns that they always seem to find. That's why rewritten text still gets flagged. But if we know what to change and know how to change it, we can get around this. Now, the real fix we're looking at here starts with structure and not just the words. If you want to make some important changes, you need to know which changes to make. So here's a list of a few things. If we're going to reorder paragraphs, we want the argument to be built as a human would write it. Now, ChatGPT will often not do this, but in general, it will follow this pattern, but a couple small switches can make the difference. Add a short reasoning paragraph. So these things can either be slid in before or after something that we want to explain a little bit better, and even just a small sentence or an entire paragraph to give an analysis of what we're talking about can make a huge difference. We want to remove these template style intros. So a lot of times ChatGPT will start in the exact same way. And I know you know it by now because it's been about 5 years and it's been doing this since day one. We can merge two small paragraphs into one evidence block. Now, merging paragraphs can really hide the fact that you're using AI or make it seem a lot more human because, as you may have seen in some other videos, a lot of these paragraphs are going to be the exact same length every single time. And if we change this up, it tends to look a lot more human written, and the flow seems a lot more human written when the paragraphs all make sense together. We can split one long paragraph into 3 different ones. If we have some claims, some evidence, and some interpretation, instead of having them all spaced out or all smushed into one, we can organize this to just follow this logical flow of the claim, the evidence, and the interpretation as a paper should do. This changes how the ideas work, not just how they sound. Step 2, rewrite for human flow. Now, we're not trying to change the synonyms here. That can be done easily, and that doesn't make AI any different from humans. Instead, we want to change the patterns. Sentence length is a huge one here. AI is built on these patterns, so every time it's going to follow the same pattern. We want to switch up these sentences, add some semicolons, add some commas, take out some lists, make some short sentences, make some long ones, because that's how humans talk and that's how humans write. If we're not doing this, then it's just going to look like repetitive AI templates every single time. Second, natural transitions. So a lot of times ChatGPT will use the same generic transitions that it always does, and this will get you flagged because this is the same every single time in every single paper. So even if you're not getting flagged by an AI detector for the pattern, you're going to get flagged by a teacher for sounding like every single other person that uses ChatGPT. Now, if we switch it up to things that sound more unique to you, then it will sound a lot more human. Third, moments of explanation. Moments of explanation. This means we want to add things that show that this is coming from our point of view. We want to add in my view. What matters here is, in my belief, I think this, I believe this. Now, if you're not writing in first person, it's a little harder to do this, but you can still find ways to slide in qualifiers that show, a little more human point of view behind this. Fourth, we have concrete examples, even tiny little ones. So this is important because ChatGPT is just going to give sort of generic examples when really you can draw on personal experience and personal knowledge that is unique to you and make it sound like your own writing. Plus, adding in some of these sentences will make a huge difference. The goal isn't to make your writing worse to get around these AI detectors. Instead, you want to be making it better by doing some of these small changes that make it more human, more authentic, and more genuine. Now, lastly, we can do an originality check. A tool like Proofademic is huge here. So what this can do is help show you where your writing still sounds like AI and where you're following these basic patterns, whether it's AI written or not. So this can also just give you some confidence. If you check it with Proofademic and you're good, you are most likely completely fine. And if you're not, you can use it as support for your case that you did not write with AI. So let's show how this works. I have a ChatGPT writing here, and this will 100% get flagged for AI. I mean, everyone knows that ChatGPT just isn't gonna work anymore. So once I'm logged into Proofademic here, we can check out this document, we can paste this in, and it will show us where AI is being written. So this isn't very helpful because everything seems to be written by AI. But what we can do instead is take a changed up paragraph that's still talking about the same thing, but with some of these human sounding changes being made to it, and we can scan this for AI to see what shows up. So now we're getting mixed, probably human generated, but showing characteristics of both. Now we can go around here and find some of these sentences that sound like AI. So obviously this intro is not looking too good. We have some mixed features, and then we also have some human sounding ones. But it seems like the big things we need to change are the introduction and the conclusion. But by having Proofademic point out these mistakes, we know we're good here, but then what we need to work on is up here and down here. And that can give us a target. So if we go in and we do want to change around this writing, we can do so by hand and find the mistakes in the spots that we need. I saw one already. Every single ChatGPT writing that I've done today is using the word in conclusion. So that's probably a big one to change. That's a very common mistake that AI is making. And another one here, maybe this as we move forward, I think this sort of list structure is very common in an AI conclusion. So we know what changes need to be made here, and we can then go back and find it. And as we get this number further and further down, we can be more confident in ourselves, and we can also make the teacher more confident by showing them this in case they do find an AI flag using some other detector. So just to wrap things up here, what we want to be doing is rewriting with structure and flow in mind rather than just changing tiny minor details, because that isn't going to change the overall pattern that AI detectors are looking for. We make these small structural changes, we rewrite some of this, and then we check it through with Proofademic just to make sure we're doing the right things so far and to see where we need to work on. If you're interested in this tool, I have linked down below. It's a great resource to help yourself and to help prove yourself in case you need to. But with that in mind, I will see you in the next video.